October 29th, 2014, a YouTube channel was born by the name of Cut. Over the past 6 years, they've given us series after series of videos that honestly feel like they're really the only YouTube channel that can not only pull off these set ideas, but have managed to innovate over time and become unique in the way they handle it all. And then, February 12th, 2015 hit, and it changed the course of the channel forever. A little series was introduced to the channel entitled Truth or Drink. It was an idea that was crazily ambitious, but yet at the same time was very much Cut's speed. They already brought in strangers for their videos as is, so to have two people from couples, exes, family members, to be face to face and allow them to be on camera and say not just the truths they've hidden from the other person, but to have alcohol at their disposal and drink if they wanted to avoid said question. This first video premiered and was a big success for the channel, and as it stands, currently, at the time of this recording, has 8.7 million video views, and ever since then they have released 287 videos in the series, a Kickstarter-backed card game, and a long-lasting legacy of embarrassment, love, remembrance, and a whole ton of drunk moments.
Wait, this is curved. Okay, we're gonna go straight.
When the Kickstarter game was announced, I was absolutely psyched about it. There was finally an opportunity to have a version of a Cut video with my friends, so I became a backer, got the game in my hands, and then it just sat there, collecting dust, not being played. This was largely because of me working my job so often and not being able to throw gatherings. It never really panned out to play this game, and at the end of the day, we always played the basic ones like Cards Against Humanity, Secret Hitler, and then the fucking pandemic hit. And I know there was no way I would be able to play this game with friends, family, etc. for a good, long time. Until now!
You got him! You got him!
That's so gross.
Wait, there's more?
He wanted my permission because he knew that I was a virgin. Get out of here!
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a brand new mini-series entitled Truth or Drink Zoom Edition. And I'm your host, Tyler Ortega. Here's the thing. You would be saying that, I'm not original. However, Cut, the YouTube channel, has left such an impression on me that ever since I saw the episode of them doing it on Zoom, I think that was kind of the idea on how all of it started. So, here is how my version of the game is going to go down. With their Kickstarter game, Truth or Drink, and also their expansion pack, Sin, because, we're gonna get a little sinful here. I am gonna invite some friends over the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be introducing them to this game, and it is gonna be batshit crazy to the wall, and this is gonna be fun. So before I introduce my first guest for this entire series, I want to stress that we're gonna be playing this version of the game with straight up alcohol. So I should probably mention as a disclaimer, 21 or older, please. But now that we've got all that boring shit out of the way, it's time to introduce my first guest. This is someone who I have known for pretty much almost 3 years at the job we used to work at before COVID kind of ruined the whole thing. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my first guest here, Truth or Drink Zoom Edition, Rashel.
Hello, everybody.
So here is how the game is going to work. We have 5 decks of cards, 5 decks, 5 rounds. The decks start off real nice with icebreakers, all that jazz. Stuff you would know like at a cocktail party, like, how's everybody? And then we get to straight up, not safe for work, truths, which leads to the final round, which has truths that are themed to the 7 deadly sins. And we're going to be doing this by Cut rules, so if you want to tell the truth, you tell the truth. If you don't want to tell the truth, you have to take a shot, or you have to chug your drink. I don't know, it's a free country, you do you. And there is a little something I'm going to add to this, and I had to tell her before we started, for every round that we have, we are given 1 drink attack. So if somebody at some point in the game is not really drinking enough and you drank like a couple drinks and you're kind of PO'd, you can throw them a drink attack and they can take a shot at any time of your choosing, but it is only 1. We are not giving them alcohol poisoning. We're giving them a good time. Whoever wins the game, that's up to you all watching right now. You get to choose who wins in the comments. So it is entirely up to you. And whoever wins this game, you get bragging rights. I don't know. Whoever chooses in the audience, that's you out there. You get to see who wins. With all that being said, let's get to truthin'. So round 1 is going to be happy hour. What song reminds you of me whenever you hear it?
It's a good one, actually, because it might require some thinking because there's so many songs, and I know your personality already. You're very like energetic, upbeat. Okay, it's gonna sound cheesy, but you could blame work for this, but probably happy.
PTSD at Super
I'm
Silly.
so sorry. That just popped in my head right now.
You know what? I will take that as a compliment. But
Yeah,
for
that's 'cause
people
you're so
that
happy.
exactly. But if anyone knows, when we work at Universal and do Super Silly, if you guys don't know the area, go there when the pandemic is over and check it out, and you'll see what I mean when we're there all day. All right.
Oh,
Well,
that's so
yeah, and you know what? It's easy because that was a completely sober and honest question.
It was.
I love that.
Wow. It's gonna get juicier after that.
Oh, believe me, it is.
What album have you spun the most times? Be honest, you can consult your music apps for verification.
You know, okay, I gotta pull out Spotify for this one. So, at the moment, it's currently Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar. I've been listening to a lot of Harry Styles lately. Listen, this man changed my life forever, and I have been, oh God, I love this man so much. But yeah, Watermelon Sugar is definitely the song I've been playing a lot lately, but Fine Line, Golden, ooh, just beautiful. It's a gorgeous album.
I would have never guessed that, to be honest. That was so out of the blue.
What did you think you would hate, but ended up loving?
Just anything?
Anything. It's a bit of a loaded question, but
yeah,
I mean,
there's so much. Well, I thought I would hate my job, but I ended up loving it. My current job.
Okay.
Universal too, but you know, that's like history right there. So, you know.
What's the current job you do now?
I work at Bevmo, actually.
Well, I mean, now you just get drinks on tap at this point.
Shout out to Tyler Beltram. He actually recommended me, so it was fun.
Tyler, shout out, man. If you were a Care Bear, what would be on your belly?
Oh. Oh, that's an easy one. A crescent moon. Just because of my tattoo. So, you know.
It's a part of you. Yeah, exactly.
I like that question. That was actually cute.
What is something you know you'll accomplish, no matter how many people tell you you can't?
Getting my master's degree, probably. Because it's a long process, it's expensive, but I know I can. Maybe not yet, but you know, sometime in the future, I feel like I could do it.
That's a really good goal though, because I think like, you know, especially with the pandemic going on right now, a lot of people are a little discouraged to try and start school. Even when it was like their first year, they're like, oh, well, shit, the pandemic happened. So it's kind of hard to like adjust yourself to how things are going to go in this thing. But yet that's really cool. Like how many years of school have you been doing? You just graduated, didn't you?
Yeah, but you know, I have 2 more years and then hopefully I'll keep continuing. Depends on my financial situation, where I am, if there's like a job opportunity. Like the future holds so much, but I'm just trying to think like positive and like optimistic. You know, there's always these opportunities and I'm not gonna just ignore them, but they're always in the back of my head. So, you know. Always keeping that in mind.
Well, I mean, once you pursue it and you get it done, like honestly, the sky's the limit with what career you could get, period. Because I'm like, shit, masters? Over here. Let's get it
PhD one day, but we'll see. We'll see how far I go.
What is something you love about me that other people don't understand at all?
Well, I mean, I'm sure people get it, but I love how you're so passionate about like movies and directors and writers, and it's just like I've never been like that into, I guess, like movies as much as you. So like I find it fascinating that you're so like deep into it and reviewing and talking about and getting like all into it. And I just wanted to know like what got you like into that actually.
Well, growing up, it was one of those things where, you know, originally I wanted to be a game show host. Even when growing up, my grandpa and everything, we'd always watch like Price is Right every single day together. It's like some of the fond memories I have. And then as time had gone by, I just like started watching movies more often than TV, and I was like, wow, like you could do stuff like this. You could tell whatever the hell you want and people will watch it. It doesn't matter what kind of movie it is. You could watch the worst movie in the world and they're like, it's a masterpiece.
Oh, hi, Mark.
But I think once I really started to get into movies, that's when I was like, okay, if I don't do something, I swear by the grace of God, if I can't do something, then something's wrong with me. And I think I did like almost 2 years of community college. I took like all the film classes, like screenwriting, directing, everything. But then I realized like, all this general ed stuff, this is not what I really want to do. I don't want to know math. Yeah, but like all these other classes and everything were just something I didn't really want to do. So then I left, and then I was like, oh, Universal.
There you go.
This is the end. And I'm like, all right, next in line, please. And I'm like,
hey man, it's somewhere. It is somewhere. You know, connections. That's what counts too.
I mean, listen, I watch Trolls, but I get to meet Poppy, so I guess that's something. That is a start. Oh, by the way, everybody, by the day that we're recording this is when LA County is really deep into the pandemic right now. So that's just something, if you're watching this in the future down the line, that's what's happening right now. So my dreams are still dreams. Now that we answer the question, time to take a shot.
I'm drinking Honey Jack.
I'm drinking Epsilon Tequila Blanco. Now, I want to stress I didn't eat a lot before we started this, so I'm gonna.
No, Tyler.
Yeah, I know that's my fault. So I'm only gonna drink half a shot for now because I want to be responsible in this game.
I'll put a little bit more just for you. You ready?
To the first shot of Truth or Drink. Here we go. Cheers.
Here we go. Cheers.
Oh my God, that went down so smooth. Whew.
God. I was thirsty too, so that kind of helped.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mouth was getting dry talking to you.
All right,
Rushing.
round two. My body's about to feel like a chemistry set in a little bit.
Your stomach's like a preteen chemistry set right now.
Am I friends with anyone you can't fully endorse? Is there anything you think I should consider about them?
I'm glad I got to choose this one. No, let me see. Let me see, friends. See, the thing is that I literally know the majority of the people you know at Universal, so it's kind of tough to know who you have outside of that zone.
True.
I can just blur his name out, and I can blur my mouth out. Well, I guess that's my first drink of the night right there.
There he goes. I would have done the same, to be honest.
Yeah, these questions are going to be a lot more. I can feel it down. I can feel it down. I can just feel it.
The harder we get, I feel like the more honest we're going to be.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
Me too.
When was the last time you thought you might die? What made you feel that way?
Okay. This is going to be a story. I don't mind sharing it, but I want to say in the summer, I had my friend come over. You know, he quarantines, so I trust him and my friend Stacy. They don't go out or anything, and they came over because, you know, my parents were gone. I had the house to myself, and so this certain friend does mushrooms, and we did it at my house. So, you know, just for shits and giggles. I guess it was too strong, and I felt like I was gonna die because it was just like not my thing. And I just started seeing stuff. I felt nauseous. I thought I was gonna puke. I felt like my heart racing. I kept getting scared. Like, it was just a bad time. But I mean, I learned from it. So
on a scale from 1 to holy shit, this is scaring me, what was the moment when you were just, what was the moment like you kind of just like left your body? Like, what did it feel like as it started to feel?
I felt like I was in hell. He had a bad trip. And then because of him, I had a bad trip. And then the whole room got black. He brought out the trash can and he was like, you gotta throw it up. And like, that's when my body got really cold. And I'm like, I don't like this.
Get me away from the trash can. I don't want to see hell.
Scary, man. It looked so scary. It literally felt like hell. It was scary. It It was dark, it was cold, like just bad energy.
Because I'd always imagined what it would be like taking shrooms. I think the most I've done is like weed, or the most I've done is that. I haven't really gone to like, I know, like heroin, coke, no, nothing like that. But when it comes to like shrooms, like I've heard so many people talk about shrooms, and it sounds interesting, but you know, I've heard half and half with the stories, and I just heard the nightmare version of the story of shrooms.
Oh yeah, it ain't fun. We were watching videos too, and that freaked us out, so you know, it's not fun. Do you think you're healthier or more fit than most people?
Listen, this pandemic has done a lot to people, okay? I feel like I've become like a walrus by the time that this has been done. It's been rough. Like an elephant seal. I just didn't feel good. Because when I worked at Universal, I walked around every day. You know, it was nice to be able to just get the steps in. God, I think I took like 10 to 15,000 steps a day. It was awesome. And yeah, especially when you're down, no, not in the lower lot. The lower lot's super chill. When you're up in like different places and you're running around, the steps become more often.
Summertime too, like all the sweat. Oof.
Yeah, or you know, the watch tan that I never have now ever again. The watch tan's just completely non-existent. Yeah, I'm not healthier.
I'm not either.
And I'm not more fit than most people, but you know, I'm not ashamed of that. Recently, throughout this quarantine, I've been appreciating more of myself lately, so I'm not really considering it such a bad thing. So, yeah, I would gladly say that I'm fine for me. Oh God. Okay, I can feel a slight buzz coming in.
Okay, when was the last time you lied to me? What was the lie? Can I take a shot?
You absolutely can.
Okay. Perfect. Saved by, oh wow, I didn't even take off the fucking cap.
Look at what we're doing, everybody. But now I realize that she's hiding a lie from me, and I don't know exactly what I don't even know what the lie is. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. That's why she's taking this really heavy shot. Go for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Welcome to Truth or Drink, everybody.
Tell us about a time you got more wasted than was advisable. Oh shit. Oh my God.
I mean, if we want to both tell the story, I got a fantastic story behind this one, to be honest. It's like my favorite story I love to tell. But if you want to go first, feel free.
I'm so embarrassed to say it.
That's what this game is about. Again, if you don't want to say the story, you can drink a shot if you want.
I'm taking a shot. No one needs to know what happened. Trust me, it's not charming. Whew.
When is drinking like crazy ever not charming? You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. Well, then while you're taking your shot, I'm going to tell my story for a little hot second. So here we go. To make a long story short, it was my cousin's 21st. I was 16 years old. And my cousin had his 21st birthday at his friend's house. His friend was just the nicest guy, and his parents are really cool. So because we were hosting it at his house, his friend's house, his parents thought that I was 21 when I was 16. So we go to this party, we're having a good old little time. Then one of his friends, one of his really good friends who was a girl, comes up to me and goes, "Hey, have a shot with me." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not drinking tonight. You know, I'm 16. It's like, "No, have a shot with me. Honey whiskey, take a shot." Down, pours the second shot, down, pours a third shot. And I'm like, "No, I'm good." So once that happened, she put the shots off to the side and she said, "Okay, you call me. When we come back, we're going to take the shot together." She walks away, 30 minutes go by. I'm so bored. It would be fun and funnier if I was actually drinking with everybody tonight. I grabbed both of the shots off the table, boom, boom. That's 4 shots down. By the end of the night, I had 7 beers, 6 shots. I was knee deep and just like this. Ugh. Then everyone, a couple of hours later, goes, "Hey, we're going to Jack in the Box. Does anybody want anything?" And I'm like, "Right here, me." So it was the designated driver, my cousin, and me. I'm sitting in the back seat laying down, and what does my drunk dumbass do? I get up and I move my head like this in a clockwise motion, spinning, and I am nauseous as hell. So they start driving to the Jack in the Box. I'm like, "Guys, you need to pull over." I'm like, "Whoa, what's going on? I'm gonna throw up." And they're like, No, we're in the drive-through line. It's gonna be 5 minutes away. We're so close." And I'm just like, So I do the thing where I stick my head out the window. I'm like,
Breathe.
Yeah, just getting the air right through, like I'm at like a mantra. I'm like, help me, save me. And so we get out of the drive-through line and we're headed back onto the curb, going onto the street. And I'm like, guys, you need to pull this car over now. I can't do it. And they're like, no, we're almost there. A cop is driving by.
Oh no.
And then it's just like, dude, cop drives away. Don't worry, everybody. I'm just trying to scare you. And we start driving. I was like, dude, open the door now. I'm going to throw up. They pulled the car over. Turns out there were child locks on the door. So I couldn't open the door. All over the car. Cousin opens the door and there's throw up everywhere. The friend looks behind. His whole car is covered. He just looks right back and he does not have a word to say. And I go back to the house. I'm covered in vomit. I look like I just got off of a ringer. Like I'm just like, I feel so bad. And I laid on the bathroom and I stayed there for the rest of the night.
My stomach hurts just by hearing this.
So I'm gonna take a shot for that.
Oh wow, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. I give you props. That's pretty hardcore.
It makes it worse because I was 16 and I didn't know my limits. Know your limits, kids. But what made it crazier was about 2 years later, me and my cousin and friends are going to shoot a short film for that friend. And we talk about that night, and the dad overhears that night and he goes, and then I say, oh man, I was only 16. I'm glad I'm 18 now. He turns around and goes, wait, you're 18? I thought you were 23. And he has been mad at me ever since.
Yeah.
So, friend's dad, you may know who you are. I am very sorry, but we have to learn from our mistakes.
When was the last time you saw him, actually?
Like 5 years ago.
Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. It's getting hot.
Yeah, I know. I'm already feeling it. Good Lord. And it's just the warmness with the tequila. So, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the not safe for work point of this video. So if you do not want to hear anything that is remotely sexual or nothing like that, you've been warned. Tell us about the first time you ever saw porn.
Oh, wow. Growing up, I had a guy friend. I think we were like 9 or 10. And I remember I went to his house. Well, like I was a tomboy growing up. So like I would, ride scooters and bikes with him. And I remember we were talking in his room, and I guess he hit that stage in his life where he got curious. And so like I remember he wanted to show me something online, and then he went on, like a site or whatever. And I was like, what? He was actually like asking me questions. I'm like, no, I don't want to, like, what the fuck? I'm a kid. Kind of like shocked and curious at the same time. But yeah, I still remember that actually, now that you say that.
They do this? What?
I remember grandma was walking in the room and he like quickly changed it.
And the grandma just goes, nice. That's good. That's good. That's the good stuff you're picking.
Holy crap.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen if you want.
Sweaty, like what the fuck? I just remember him quickly changing it to something else. And I like ran away too because I was scared she might say something to my mom. Like,
they're tracking the computer.
how many people have you hooked up with off dating apps?
It's a very low number. It's a very low number. I would say 2. Just 2. The first time I met this person was my very first time ever. And then the second person was just a little one-night thing, and that's about it. So describe your first time having sex. Include every cringy detail.
Oh, wow. Let's go down memory lane. Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm sorry about this. Well, I lost my virginity at 18.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this funny to say? I did it with this guy that was mutual friends with an old friend of mine, and we met at a party. I guess he was like interested in me and stuff. He took me out on a few dates and stuff, and then I guess like I want to say it was like the 4th date or the 5th, I forgot, I lost count. He was like, what do you want to do now? And I was like, I don't know, do you want to watch a movie at your place? And this was before Netflix and chill became a thing.
He created it.
Like it was a Netflix and chill moment. I guess like, towards the middle of the movie, like we started making out from what I remember, and then it got like very handsy after that. And then I think he wanted my permission because he knew that I was a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. Shut the hell up. That was my brother. No, he's not fine. Oh my god, I am never gonna show my face anymore.
That could not have been a better, like, if you
This
thought.
was not planned.
No. It's not like we said, hey, have your brother walk in the room as we head to this question.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's do it. He used a condom. I feel like I have to whisper now.
Responsible.
I'm actually gonna check if anyone's like hearing. Oh yeah, I'm good. We put on the condom and it was safe and stuff. It felt pretty nice, but it didn't, I guess, because it was my first time, it wasn't what I expected. I remember when we got done, I was like, oh, that was it? And then because I was like, oh, it's because I thought it'd be like intense, but it just felt like, oh, eh. But it could have been him. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think he dropped me off because I was too chicken to spend the night. But
Mhm.
yeah, that was my first time back in 2014.
Thank God you left his name out on that one.
Oh,
So you're just
yeah.
gonna be thinking, what? Hey, you did it. I'm A+ on that. If I was giving out points, that'd be like 10 points right there.
If we were stuck on a on a desert island, would we become lovers?
It's a deserted island. Unless I was like doing it with a coconut, I'm not exactly sure what's up with the situation. I'm not too sure. I guess there's like a 40-50%, maybe even, I don't even know.
Wow. So you'll take a coconut over me? I'm a little offended.
Listen, at least the coconut listens to me, okay? It's like Wilson, the coconut listens. Okay,
Kidding.
no, deserted island for sure, straight up. I got
cool.
you. What was your best orgasm? Was it with yourself or someone else?
Someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I have had a one-night stand one time in my life, and this guy, he was just amazing. But that's like the best sex I've ever had in my life. That was great. If a studio were to make a porn specifically for you, tailored to your specific taste, what would it be like?
Okay, this is such an easy question. For me, have you ever heard of voyeurism? Have you ever heard about that before?
Honestly, no.
Okay, so essentially what it is, for people out in the stratosphere that don't know what this means, it basically means, like, say you're kind of hidden somewhere and you're watching somebody do their thing. It's kind of like that thing where, like, oh wow, I'm in the hotel with them, but I can peek through the door and I'm seeing them right over there do their thing. It's that kind of thing. It's either that wholesome, like, amateur kind of thing where it's like somebody's like, I really wanted to be with this person, and the guy's like, I really wanted to be with her, and they meet each other and they're like, oh my god, it's so nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too. And then they just go at it.
Wait, Tyler. I want you to take a shot. I forgot the name for it, but you're taking a shot.
Drink attack. I love to hear it.
Drink attack. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Finally, she got to use it. I was so curious when she was going to use it. She uses it right in the middle of the crazy questions. Crazy freak right now. I'm going to tell you that. All right, let's see. Not that much.
Yeah, I'm feeling it a little.
Yeah, my eyes are sagging right now. I'll tell you that much. All right, round 4, the final round. This is entitled Last Call. Last call means these are the questions you never want to ask your friends or your family or anyone. So this is why we're drunk. We get to this point. Oh, by the way, drink attack.
Oh.
I decided to do it at the beginning of the round, just for shits and giggles. I might as well have fun with that.
That's true.
Now I feel like she's gonna drop a drink attack on me.
Whiskey Wednesday.
Whiskey. Everybody, it's Whiskey Wednesday. Hey.
Wednesday. Oh, that one burned. Oh.
Yeah, I think you've been like, what, 5 shots in?
Oh, yeah. It's probably the most I've done. No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Can't think right now.
Now I'm a little nervous for you.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. At least I had food, so I'm a little confident.
What have you done while intoxicated that you wish you could take back? I guess the question kind of came back, didn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you in advance. So does it involve people that don't want the story to be told, or is it just something?
No,
you
it's
just
just
don't really
so embarrassing. But I mean, it's not very ladylike of me to do. Let's just say that.
Oh, come on. Nothing is ladylike or manlike for anyone.
I mean, it could have been worse, but I went drinking with friends we were at Barney's Beanery, you know, I drank on an empty stomach, so that was my fault, and that's a bad habit that I actually have. I forgot to mention that. And I mixed my drinks. I remember I had like,
oh no.
yeah, that's my
What
fault.
did you mix?
I had an Adios. A guy at the bar bought me like a shot of Fireball. My friend bought me a Bloody Mary, but I could be wrong. It was something like that. And I remember, you know, I mixed it on an empty stomach, and then I felt very nauseous and stuff. Like, I felt bad and then good. My friends were like, oh, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings and get like more drinks there. Like,
Wings and let's get shit-faced.
We go to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm sitting at the bar, like straight face, like no emotion, because I felt like I was gonna like yak. Few minutes in, I told my friends, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I don't feel good. And so I go, I'm just like there, waiting to puke, like waiting for it to happen. I'm like, just happened already. I feel like crap. And so like, you know, I puked. But then, oh man, it's so gross.
Wait, there's more?
Okay, like, fuck. You know what? I don't even care. I had like diarrhea too, I guess.
Oh no. Oh,
So like, pretty much, I'm puking and doing that, throwing up doing that. And then, you know, I'm like at a point where I have no self-control because I'm just so sick. And so
I'm like worried for you, and this was in the past.
my friends finally, like 20 minutes later, came to like check up on me.
Yeah.
And like I was like, guys, like I'm not feeling good. I'm just, you know, trying to take time to like, recover and stuff. And then they're like, okay, we just want to know. And so they go, and I start, you know, puking again.
Okay, I love you guys. Oh no.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I get bored.
No. If you don't want to talk about it anymore, then I think a half a shot may be in order. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
That's
Well,
you know
let's
what.
just say
Yeah,
it got gross at the end, so I'm not going to say anything else.
You know what? I'll take a quarter of a shot with you, because I know that if I go any more than that, it's just going to be a nightmare. Like almost what you went through.
Oh, that's one thing I regret. But yeah,
That was
probably my weakest point. That night killed me.
That story went AWOL so fast. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Oh, it gets worse, but I don't want to say it. Here you go. Cheers.
Okay, I feel like you need to tell me the story after the recording,
Oh,
just so
yeah,
it's
I'll
off,
tell
just
you
so it's off
after
the
for
record.
sure.
Great. Okay. Cool.
No problem. Oh, that aftertaste. Leah bought sparkling water with me.
Oh my God.
Have you ever lied on a resume?
I feel like this is more tame than what you were asked.
Oh yeah, like 100 times more.
On a
tame.
resume?
You beast.
God, no. Intoxication resumes. I had to lie on my resume to get into Universal. Again, for people that don't know, Universal is my only job ever. So, oh God, this is so hard to speak. For me, yeah, I worked with my dad. I said I did for a while. And then that was enough to get it on the resume. And someone who used to work there by the name of, when I went in for the interview, like it was just like, I don't think that really mattered anyway, because it was more of like, so. All this is going to be cut out. It doesn't matter. Have I ever lied on a resume? Yeah, but it did work out well. Otherwise, this episode wouldn't be happening in the first place. So
Exactly. Have you ever ghosted someone you were close with?
yes, ghosting somebody for sure. Yeah, I've done it a ton of times, but it depends on the person. Some people who I really like, I'll text them all the time. But if I'm ghosting somebody, you know, I'll change this up a little bit because we didn't really hang out as much to begin with. So I'll change it like this.
True.
Do you sometimes lie about being busy to other people if you don't want to deal with them?
Oh yeah, I've done it. I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm busy, but they're just, they're not in the mood, or they're not in the right headspace, or they're just like lazy or tired, or they have other plans that they don't want to say. But yeah, I mean, it's either because I am, or I'm just preoccupied with something that's not really taking too much time, but I feel like, I don't want to talk about it maybe, or I'm not in a good headspace and I just don't want to like talk to someone or hang out with someone, No offense. That's just how I am. Like if I need space, I need space.
Exactly.
Do you ever have to fake empathy? Sorry, that's a little funny.
Yeah. Do I ever have to fake empathy? Abso-fucking-lutely I do.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you can't, this is our job 24/7. Like, right out of the gate. You can't be empathetic with everybody unless you have family or friends that you really care about. Both in and out of every situation, I'd say, yeah, absolutely, I fake empathy. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I would like to think so.
Totally.
Yeah. All right, last question of this, and then we move on to the final round. Here we go. All right. If I died tomorrow, lovely segue. If I died tomorrow, what regrets would you have about our friendship?
Not talking to you as much as I should, or hanging out with you as much as I should. Just connecting more in general. Probably my only regret, because you're just such a nice, cool guy. It's like I feel like I should take the time to like reach out or check up on you or something like that, so that'd probably be my only regret, is just to like communicate more.
I feel like that's the biggest thing with life, though, is that you really want to communicate with other people, but like we just have our own lives going on, and I think we just end up being super busy, so it's kind of hard to just kind of think of one and the same sometimes.
Of course.
I mean, I totally understand. Exactly. Yeah. We know like so many people, so it's kind of hard to keep track of everybody, especially the pandemic has kind of made that a little bit difficult.
Have you ever knowingly let me embarrass myself, even if you could have stopped it?
Yes. Yes.
What?
A couple of times, and it's at work on set. There are some moments where maybe I'm a lead, maybe I'm not, and I'm going somewhere, and I see maybe there are moments where maybe you're able to handle a set, but then there's other times where I'm just like, oh, she's alone. I'm just walking away.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That's the bad person in me. That's the less empathetic person in me.
That's okay.
But listen, it happens sometimes. I feel like if we don't do that, it's like more or less one in the same. I don't really know.
At least you're honest about it.
Yeah, listen, I'm drunk enough to say the truth. I'll tell you that much. It would be
So when I'm struggling with like handling the camera, the crowd, the atmosphere, the yelling, the crying, the happiness, I'm just like, oh shit, I need one more body here.
Excuse me, don't forget the theming. You gotta theme it.
Shoot. But that's cool.
Yeah, you kind of you just do your thing, I don't really know, but it's nice to know. Ladies and gentlemen, final round. All right, so everybody, as I said at the beginning of the game, we are now on to the final round, which means this is the 7 deadly sins. And I'm gonna do something special for this, because fuck it, why not? Since we're already at this point, we both have to take a shot. Let's do it. This is kind of a filled shot. Good lord.
Oh shit, this is a lot. Okay.
Pour it back if you have to. I don't want you to drink any more than you have to.
Right? Because of everything I've told you. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's been some stories, I'll tell you that much.
Cheers.
Oh, it tastes like rotting alcohol. Fuck.
Ooh. Yeah, my taste was woo!
Yeah.
My stomach's me out. Watch.
Yeah, it's gotten to this point. I can't believe it's almost been like friggin' 2 hours. Assuming enthusiastic consent from all parties, how many people would you like to have sex with at once?
Oh shit. Wow. You mean at the same time?
At the same time. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, have sex with at once. Don't be ashamed. We're all human. We have these instincts.
3? Maybe, yeah, probably 3. I feel like 4 is pushing it. I feel like I die, but maybe 3.
just to add to the question, if you're comfortable asking this question,
Sure.
is it all guys, all girls, a mix in between, like you and one girl, two guys? How would it?
Oh, probably all guys. Probably. Unless
Oh.
it's really pretty, maybe. It depends. I don't know. I've never been in that situation ever, so I don't know. But I mean, it depends on the people. So.
Gotcha. Okay. What's the worst hangover that you've ever had? Were you able to alleviate it at all, or did you just suffer?
This is gonna sound crazy and unbelievable, but I don't think I've ever had a hangover. I mean, maybe like a minor one, but never a time has come where I've been like very like fucked up the next day. Like I've never had that yet. Like I drink, but I don't think I drink hardcore, you know? That or my body's just like immune to that. But I've never had like a serious hangover to where like I felt so fucked up and sick the next day.
So even after that Wild Wing story, it says otherwise?
I felt fine after. I mean, like the next day I felt pretty good, maybe a bit tired, but that's pretty normal. I know I'm weird. I've never really had a big hangover in my life.
Honestly, that's not such a bad thing. I think like I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I think like maybe after my 21st was really the only time that I actually, even when I was 16, I'm like, no shit. When I was 16, I still felt it kind of, because the next morning I woke up and they brought breakfast burritos and they were like, oh, you want to eat? And I'm like, oh, get that food away from me. Get that card out of my face. I think definitely when I was 16, but after my 21st, I felt like I could recover a little bit easier. It took a whole day. Man, you're lucky.
Describe a time you drank yourself into oblivion. What the hell was going on? Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm okay. Cheese card. I'm okay now. Fuck, I guess I'll finish the end of the story then. Basically what had happened was I woke up the morning, they brought the breakfast burritos, all that. My cousin told me, hey, we have to go see my mom because they're having a birthday party for me. And all my clothes were covered in vomit, so I couldn't go. So I'm an XL at the time. He gave me his medium clothes, so I couldn't even fit in them. I looked like a fucking clown. I'm walking in like, hey, everybody, how's it going? Yeah. When I was 16, when I was 21, there have been other times when I've drank, but not to oblivion. Like, if there has ever been a time where I've drank and I blacked out, how could I remember?
True. Yeah.
I think maybe during my birthday party, because I don't remember the end of the birthday party. I don't remember I don't remember the end of my 21st. All I know is that I threw up in the yellow bin and then I blacked out, and I don't remember anything after that.
You took a long nap. That's all I remember.
Yeah. I woke up and I'm sleeping on the grass with a fucking pillow, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm just like,
God, I miss life.
Yeah, I'm glad that party went well, to be honest, because I don't really remember a lot as much as I like to. I just know that I gave like 3 speeches.
You did, yeah.
I gave so many fucking speeches. Oh boy. Yeah, I do miss life. I miss parties. I missed your party. Your party was so much fun. I missed that too.
Dude, that was awesome. I made 4 people puke. I'm so proud.
Who wants chowder?
Like, I am so proud, guys.
For people that don't know, she did have her birthday party around last year, as a lot of people do, but like this party was so fucking great and it was awesome. But a lot of people threw up that night.
Shit, sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, I know. It was like Coachella, but if Coachella wasn't in the desert and in Rachel's house. So it was, oh boy. Yeah, that was a rough one. This is such a ridiculous, I'm like curious because this is such a ridiculous question. What's the most angry you've ever been while masturbating? Who's angry while it's happening though? Like who busts out an angry?
Honestly, it's never happened because it's kind of like contradicting. But I mean, I'll take a sip of whatever.
Yeah, like now, just like when I picked up the card, I'm looking, I'm like, who the fuck is angry? Like, I can't do this anymore. I'm so angry at that person. I'm like, who does that?
Crisis.
I'll be mad at you later, but fuck it. Tell us about a time you desperately wanted something, got it, and then it turned out to suck.
My ex.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, man.
Cheers to that.
I don't have it. Okay, I guess I'll take a sip out of the bottle. I don't even know anymore.
I'm being honest. I mean, my ex.
Oh boy. sucks for that guy. I'm sorry, man. Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, yeah, I mean, I feel like that happens to a lot of people where they are like, you know, like mesmerized with somebody and they're like happy with them, but then at the end, they're just like, no, this person's not for me.
Especially when it says when you desperately wanted something, you wanted a relationship.
Yeah.
That made you want to feel like someone who wanted to be loved. You wanted to be loved by this person, and then you got it, and you're like, yeah, I got it. And then it sucked, and you're like, fuck, man, like, you gotta step up your game, man. What are you doing? Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm just like, well, it wasn't what I thought it'd be, but I mean, I learned from it, so.
That's exactly, though. Yeah, I totally get you there. And that's good that you learn from it, because you end up being a better person over time, like you are right now.
It's a learning lesson with every relationship you're in. I feel like you have to learn something from it because it prepares you for like what you want, you know, in your future. So it's good to like experiment.
Like the 3 other guys you might be with down the line.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. With quarantine, it's a little hard.
Yeah, foursomes are difficult in this time. So
Oh God.
we shall see. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at the final card of the night. We have gone through so many fucking cards. We've gone through 30 cards. Now we're at the last and final one, and the final sin is pride.
What game brings out your competitive side? Has it ever come to blows?
Dude, okay, if I'm playing some Mario Kart or Mario Party, it's gonna get fucking ballistic. I'm gonna tell you that much. Mario Kart or Mario Party, I remember when I was like over at your place one time and we had a group of people playing Mario Party. God, I didn't think I would ever get so angry playing Mario Party.
Remember that.
Yeah, because you had school the next day and I couldn't act. Yeah, and so that was the moment where I'm like, fuck, I can't, like, she's gotta go. Okay, I'm gonna play the game and I'm like, fuck.
Holy crap.
Like we were in mid game. Yeah, it was a fun night. And I remember like
and Taco Bell.
it was like a 12-pack of fucking tacos. It was amazing. I remember, I don't know who was winning, but I was like, fuck, gotta win. And it just kind of got to a point where I was like, oh damn it, I don't know what to do. So that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna fucking win this game. Yeah, that was such a good night.
That was like a year ago, right?
July 2019.
Oh my God.
And it's 2021. Oh my God.
Dude, time flies. No joke.
Yeah, when there's a pandemic that gets in the way. Jeez.
God. Well, I can't wait to see you guys in person one day. It'll be fun.
No. Yeah, I miss hanging out with you in person and everybody around, man.
Yeah. Soon, you know, we just gotta be patient and cooperate, and you know, like everything's temporary, so I'm just trying to hang in there and like follow guidelines. I mean, it's all we can do right now, you know, if we want a future anyway. Okay, well, to be honest, I was in a bad place until I got a job. I feel like getting a job made me feel so much better because like it feels good to talk to people again, and I feel like getting hired somewhere like helped me like relax and like communicate, and that's something that people need because, you know, like it's important to talk to people because it keeps you sane. Yeah. So I feel like having a job helped me like keep myself sane. Don't lose faith, you know, things are gonna get better.
And I feel like that's largely one of the reasons why I wanted to do this with you, because one, I really miss talking to you because you're such a great person to talk to. But I think it's also on top of that, it's like, it's just one of those things where, you know, you miss a lot of the people that you work with. And it just sucks that like you are so used to it on a daily basis. You just come into work, you go in the break room, you see all the people you're used to. Yeah. And then all of a sudden the next day, it's just you're at home and you're stuck in. That's it. You know, you're just stuck at home for months. I've gotten used to it for sure. I mean, it's not like healthy in the best way, but I've gotten used to it. But I miss people. I miss people and talking to them. And yeah, and we're all human. You know, at the end of the day, we're all human. That's the way it should be. And as much as I do miss a lot of people, I know that inevitably it'll go back to normal. But at least,
for sure.
Yeah. But at least tonight I got to spend the great, amazing night with someone like you. So I'm really appreciating it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for coming down to the truth. Thank you so much for coming down to the Truth or Drink video. I want to thank my amazing friend Rashel for coming on by and being a part of the video. Again, yeah, absolutely. We were a ton of drinks in, but that's okay. I'll share my bottle so people can see it. It's about that much. Okay. It's not even really that much.
Same.
Look at that. Yeah. So it's a good amount of alcohol in our systems right now.
Fair.
If you all want to check out future episodes, they'll be around in the link somewhere. I'll put them anywhere in the box. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Rashel, for coming on by. And as always, thank you. Stay safe, wear a mask, and please, for the love of God, stay sober, because you do not want to be drunk like we are right now. Enjoy yourselves,
Amen.
everybody. Stay safe and have a great rest of your 2021. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.